how do I transition from my service into this civilian workspace? Yeah. And what did I do that can fit into a resume? So let's talk about the translation gap between military and corporate.
In terms of the translation gap, I think there's a sense of fear there, especially for veterans that are transitioning, right? Mm-hmm. You know so well the language that you've been taught in your time in service. You know the effect that you've made. And I think part of that, too, is that, where do I fit in to this corporate space? Right. Where am I going from this, this military service where my identity's kind of laid out for me? There's rules in place. There's a structure, a hierarchy that I'm very familiar with. And then moving into this brand new space where there's just kind of opportunities everywhere, and every organization speaks, I think, a different language, and they represent different things too.
Right.
Yeah, I think where it really starts for me is that we're not talking about a skills gap here. Veterans do not have a gap in skills. Mm-hmm. There is a translation gap. And so trying to determine what dialect of corporate do I want to speak. So if you think of corporate America as corporate is the country, right? And then when we look at all the different professions that Rochelle's alluding to, those are the different dialects that we need to be able to speak. So I think for me, it was really a part of the first thing I had to do was determine what is it that I want to do in this country called corporate America, and then from there start to peel back my experience. What we're not talking about is we're not talking about dumbing things down. What we're really talking about is how do we break your experience down into something that's more digestible or palatable for the folks on the corporate side.